1860, the year of the very first Open Championship. The world had yet to learn of the light bulb, the phonograph, the automobile, and the airplane. But this championship began and flourished. Through the decades, its list of winners reads like a who's who of golf. Morris, Jones, Hogan, Player, Palmer, Nicklaus, Watson. What would it mean to claim golf's oldest prize? We're about to find out. This is the Open Championship.
EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, present golf's oldest major and the final major championship of the year. Today from England's historic Royal Liverpool, live first-round coverage of the Open Championship. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. We've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer ready to begin the quest for the iconic Claret Jug. Time to get out to the action as we look into what's happening on the tee at the par 4 8th hole. Ooh, and that went straight down. That's going to be tough from there. So even from the thick stuff, a chance still to possibly reach this green in regulation.
Just too much juicy grass between the ball and the club face. It's always going to come up short out of that sort of light.
Nah, nothing to it. Very well judged there. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll stay at 2 under. The 9th hole at 218 yards of par 3. Bunkers front, left, and right protect a fairly narrow green that features more than its share of humps and hollows. He might have been trying to land that over the flag and spin it back, but that just carried much too far. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's in for par here at the 9th, and that finishes off a strong front 9. It's a 33, 2 under par. The back nine here at Royal Liverpool kicks off with a long one at 507 yards. It's a par 4. The landing area is a tough one to navigate. It's narrow, it has mounds, and it has thick rough left and right. Up near the green, the bunker front and right is incredibly deep. Oh, and that just did not want to settle. It'll wind up rolling off the fairway and into the heavy stuff. Nah, that's not going to escape it.
Now a 7-footer.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he'll remain right where he is. The 11th runs along the beach to the left, and this is a tough driving hole. A par 4 at 392 yards. The short length will likely entice most to air it out, but the more prudent play might be a 3-wood or an iron, because the small landing area gets tighter the further down the fairway you travel. Right into the thick stuff. That could be problematic, to say the least. The lie is not a friendly one, but still a chance to get on in two with a good shot here. Okay, so good work there to get this back out into the short grass.
And really, this is not a bad spot to be, just a little short of the green. Certainly not out of the question to get away with a par.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And he'll stay right where he is. The 12th at 449 yards is a dog-leg left par 4. Those that try to chew off too much of that dog-leg could find themselves in trouble if they're unable to carry the course. The approach will be to an elevated green that slopes fairly severely from back to front. That was close to being good, but it'll hop off the fairway and into the heavy stuff.
Now, that's not a bad shot, and the reason why I say that, you see the lie, thick, heavy, rough, just to forge that one out and get it on the green. Good going.
Tell you what, lag putting, such an underrated part of the game, and that is well done there. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. The 13th is a par 3 at 194 yards. It yields another panoramic look at Tilbury Island and the estuary beyond. But this could be a tricky little hole. Tee shots that land in that front right pot bunker rarely lead to a par. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. The 14th is a dogleg left, par 4 at 454 yards. Ideally, your drive should stay as close to the dogleg as possible, but middle of the fairway is just fine if it can avoid any of the 4 pot bunkers in the landing zone. The green, thankfully, is bunker-free, but it does fall off somewhat sharply to the right. And that one a little wayward. It bounds off the fairway and right into the thick rough. Okay, so good work there to get this back out into the short grass.
And really, this is not a bad spot to be, just a little short of the green. Certainly not out of the question to get away with a par.
Just 5 feet left. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is. The 15th is the longest hole on the course, checking it at a full 620 yards. The fairway is fairly generous by Royal Liverpool standards, though it does feature bunkers left and right. The issues tend to develop on the second shot, where you'll need to commit one way or the other to going for it. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. Oh, that's not going to be good. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Nope. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll stay right where he is. The final three-hole stretch begins with the par 4 16th at 461 yards. Most players should be able to move their tee shots beyond the 3 fairway bunkers, but more await up toward the green, 5 of them in total. Some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for a second into the wind. That's got to be disappointing. Good lie in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Just beyond the hole. Super job there out of the bunker. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain right where he is. On now to the most talked about hole at the 2023 Open, the par 3 17th, known as Little Odd. This hole was completely revamped in the lead up to the Open, as the architects hope to create something similar to another 17th, that of TPC Sawgrass. The best play here, center of the green, every time. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll stay right where he is. Now to the closing hole at Royal Liverpool, the 609-yard par 5 18. This hole confounded some of the best in the world during the 2023 Open, including Ricky Fowler and Justin Thomas. Tee shots need to avoid the internal out of bounds to the right. Many wound up laying up and taking the danger out of play. Those who try to reach this green in two can often wind up in one of 3 deep pot bunkers, short and left. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Ooh, and that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin, and that will be no bargain in there.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
That's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And this will be a 3 under 68 for the opening round. Nicely done. Final look at the opening round leaderboard. It shows our featured golfer just 2 back at day's end.
Makes that second round even more important, Rich. Don't want to get too adrift come moving day.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, present the final major championship of the year. Today, from the seaside town of Hoylake, we present live second round coverage of the Open Championship at Royal Liverpool. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top. Our featured golfer, right in it, just a couple of shots off the pace. That's going to settle down into the heavy stuff. Pretty shaggy lie here as he'll try to muster up something for his second.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
And now down to a man who knows a little bit about this golf course, Nota Begay, with a look here at the birdie putt.
Yeah, really not a whole lot in this. Maybe just start it around the left edge, but it's fairly flat all the way.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Safely in. It's a par here at the first. And he's going to stay 2 back. The second at 453 yards. This is a tough hole. Precision is a must off the tee because the landing area is a small one and features 3 very penal bunkers. The green is also well protected with 3 more bunkers, and the putting surface itself is anything but flat. The missed fairway at one didn't hurt him, but this, a much better tee shot as he is safely in the fairway. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Oh, yes. And the pace to with a 68, he'll move to 1 under for his round here. The third of 4 consecutive par 4s to start this front side is the 426-yard third hole. Pot bunkers aren't the problem here as they were on the first 2 holes, but thick rough is. A tee shot that takes the dogleg too sharply can leave one with a very difficult approach, or even worse, wind up out of bounds. A little too much roll on the back end there, and this is going to wind up diving into the heavy stuff. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance.